You're a whore.
So, the teaser trailer dropped for Thor Love and Thunder, and it was neat, I guess. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Thor in the MCU, and not very fond of the direction they took him in Ragnarok and Endgame, though he was pretty good in Infinity War. And this teaser is really just more the same style we saw in Ragnarok, with a Guardians of the Galaxy twist since they are in the movie. They got the 80s retro thing going on, with Thor's outfit, the training montages, and with Guns N' Roses playing in the background. And hell, even the poster is in the style of like an 80s hair metal band. Some people seem to really enjoy this stuff, but I'm not really that impressed with 80s throwback aesthetics anymore, so it doesn't really do much for me. I guess I'm just getting old, I don't know. But anyway, personally, I don't like Thor being a goofball character, and even though the humor in Ragnarok was better than your typical MCU flick, I still found it pretty dumb at times, and I just don't care for Thor being a silly and goofy character.
I understand your attempts at humor. I simply do not find them entertaining.
Of course, that's my personal preference. I'm fully aware there are many others who like Thor this way. But just because I'm not excited for it, doesn't mean I can't acknowledge that there are things here that look pretty good. For starters, it's going to be a good looking movie visually. Ragnarok was already one of the better looking MCU movies, and it looks like they completely removed the light gray filter that's on most of these movies, and really are going to let the colors pop. We saw that in the Doctor Strange trailer too. It's actually amazing how much better these movies look with the proper lighting and when they remove the filters. I mean, Ragnarok, for how colorful it was, still had moments where they slapped that flat gray filter on top of it. I really don't know why they did that. But another bonus are these pretty awesome looking shots. I can already tell, like, visually, this movie is going to look great. And though we didn't see much action, I'm pretty certain that's going to be pretty good too, if Ragnarok is anything to go by. And something else that's a huge plus for me anyway, is Thor has his long hair back, and his outfit looks top notch. Not his human clothes, but his warrior attire. Also, we get a glimpse of the Greek gods, so that's going to be interesting. From the looks of this teaser, it's going to be about Thor going on missions with the Guardians, before finally breaking off on his own to find himself. The trailer didn't show much in way of the story, but I do know that Gore the God Butcher, who's going to be played by Christian Bale,
I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. You don't shut up for a second, alright?
is going to start massacring some gods, so Thor must stop him. We also get a very small glimpse of Valkyrie here, and she's looking kind of bored just running things in New Asgard. So my guess is, eventually her and Thor are just going to change places, that after this big adventure that he'll finally take his place as king, and then she'll finally go out into the world into her own misadventures. That's just my guess, and of course this is just a 1.5 minute teaser trailer, so it's not really showing much of the story yet. But anyway, it all looks kind of cool. I'm just not really looking forward to it, just because I'm not a fan of Ragnarok. Now, even though I'm personally not excited or that big of a fan of this version of Thor and the direction they took him, I'm not going to stand here and pretend that his first two movies were amazing, because they weren't. Thor 1 was a mostly decent movie, with a few moments that were great, while Thor the Dark World was just plain boring. I feel the need to mention this because I'm seeing people pull up scenes from these Thor movies and say that they want this Thor back, while showing off some pretty good scenes. But they seem to forget that the rest of these movies are overall pretty damn dull, outside of a few cool moments. And hell, some of these people are the same ones who bring up these movies as examples of bad MCU films. So I don't really get it. I guess they're doing it because they're also not a big fan of Ragnarok, or of the current version of MCU Thor, or maybe because they don't like Taika Waititi. I think he's actually a pretty good writer and director. Despite not being that into Ragnarok, I can see why others really enjoy it. Plus, there are things that are really cool in them that I can't deny are awesome, but I'm actually more interested in his work outside of the MCU, where he can really let loose, like Jojo Rabbit.
I'll be mad.
This movie's hilarious, you guys gotta check it out.
There he is.
Overall, it looks cool, I guess. It just looks like more of Ragnarok, but bigger and prettier. So if you like that, then I guess you're gonna like the movie too. Honestly, cape shit just isn't busting my nut that much these days. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, go and drop a like on it, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the teaser trailer. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you excited? Leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Oh, and Jane Foster is back as female Thor. Yeah, I don't care. She sucked in the first two movies, so I'm not excited to see her here. Although she bulked up, she's been hitting that gym.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more.
Something's in my ass.